Hello, hello, hello. I'm the Painter Dog, and as you can see, we are again playing Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro Hunts. We're trying to complete all the regions. Let's go into the southwest. Here we have to shoot or hunt 2 mule deer with a shotgun from less than 50 yards. And this one, we just have to hunt 2 prong on from with a shotgun. So let's see, what do we want to do first? First off, let's whip our shotgun. Mule deer, prong on. Used correctly, the deer grunt call can be a veritable monster buck magnet. Blow 1 grunt every few minutes, push it too hard and you'll come home empty-handed. Effective with white-tailed deer, black-tailed deer, and mule deer. We'll take that one. And then we'll go for the mule deer. The shotgun from less than 50. This one from, no, it's something from a blind. Okay, that's great. Just have to shoot it from less than 50 yards. Now we'll attempt to be a little bit sneaky with this one. We'll try and walk up as close to a mule deer as possible and give a couple of calls. While we lay down and wait for it to come closer. Has to be less than 50 yards away. I have to use my binocs and range find the crap out of this. Only time we would use a shotgun to kill an animal, such as a buck, would be when we went out to harvest animals. Basically, they were depleting the feed, basically the grass and the brush, the leaves. Let's take a couple of these animals, get it directed back to the veld. Then we would use a shot, but that's not hunting, that's harvesting. Now would you say that's closer than 50 yards? I would think so. So let's go for it. Yeah, penetrating power. This one is quite
long shot, nice and clean.
Quite chuffed with this. Let's go and see what we can find.
Almost there. 1 trophy left to complete the hunt.
Let's take a stroll down. So wind's blowing in that direction. Let's take a stroll around to here. See what we can find. I'll run for now. All. Nothing yet. Might not be closer now, though. So let's go and see. Since we get closer. Once we go over this ridge. Let's go over that ridge. Might be able to shoot down from the ridge. And the ridge might give us some cover. Let's see. go through this water, I'll crouch down because it's really loud. And that's just pleasant. Difference. Because you have a difference. That's just crazy. Now, if we find another mule deer soon, I have no idea where that came from. But let's wait a while. Let's just wait a while. We don't want to chase over bump. Let's stand still and listen. Might have been too close.
The wind can change without warning. Always make sure you adjust your position to be downwind from your targets.
Don't think anything was here at this stage. So let's go. Do we go upwards or do we go in? Let's go inwards. Let's go and fall back since the wind has shifted a little bit. Now I'll just ram through this. Oh no, let's rather not. Whatever was around there. Oh no, still there. I thought it bolted. I think it bolted now. Not yet. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's use a call. A little bit to the left. So we can approach it from more of a downwind direction. Let's go and see. Let's use a call. Now I believe that's new. Let's stand up and walk a little bit faster. Because we still have quite a lot of ground to cover. And if it wasn't, we'll just follow the tracks. Of course, we don't have to use a stand or a blind. I'm extremely happy about that. I don't know if you can understand that, but really I'm glad we don't have to use a stand or a blind. Imagine with a shotgun. You would wait days for anything to come close enough so you can call it over. Especially since you have to use a shotgun and it has to be less than 50 yards. Okay, the bow was 30 yards. One of the videos that I thought I recorded correctly, but there was no audio with it. And in the middle of the video, the file corrupted. So that was great. I really enjoyed that. So you guys missed that. That's just plain sad. Because I really like the bow hunting videos. Although I haven't really hunted with a bow in real life yet. Shot the bow loads of times. But I haven't hunted with one yet. That will be on my to-do list. Get a bit closer. And lie down. Let's use fall. Your problem is it's too peanuts.
Changes in the wind direction can ruin your hunt if you're not paying attention and staying downwind from your quarry.
There's nothing there. So let's move to this one, because afterwards they will be moving to a bedding area. What do I have to shoot with a shotgun? Shoot with a shotgun. A coyote. Yeah, coyote. Let's just see. I believe this track said a mule deer. And I believe it specifies if it was a female or not. Yeah, mule deer female. So according to some of those tracks, there's a male mule deer around here somewhere. Okay, do we go out with the logic that everything that was around here was spooked, but we'll be going to the bedding areas? I think we'll... Let's probably take the fall out now. Female. I believe it's the ones that fled just about 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I think it's those ones. Let's rather go to a bedding area. I don't want to waste time. There's only 3 hours left in this hunt. So instead of sprinting to the next site, I'm just walking. Hopefully I don't scare anything along the way. And if I can find coyote, I would leave a round or two just to make sure that I can take down the mule deer, and then I would use the rest on a coyote. I'm beginning to download the Cabela's African Adventures. I was a bit skeptical to try that out, since I do hunt in the South African bushveld. I was a bit skeptical to see what their interpretation would be about hunting in Africa. But since we are almost completed this game, I needed something else. I needed another challenge. Let's go to that watering hole there. Now, like I said, I needed another challenge. So I'm beginning to download the African Adventure. I might be playing it next week, but I'll just see how far I get with this and other games I like playing. Because I really like playing Ark. I still have to update that. I came to visit my parents, so I couldn't really update most of my games. But it will be updated soon. I'm going back to my home at, I believe, Sunday. So then I'll be able to update all my games. Then we can start harvesting and taming dinosaurs again.
Stay flexible on your approach. The wind could shift and make a shooting spot unusable.
I took an absence from Ark for about 2 months now. So I believe I'll be back as soon as I start playing it, I'll be back in the mood to play it basically constantly. really enjoyed that game. I basically played it since its release, or since I got the game in July 2015. I played basically until about October last year. Yeah, October 2016 was my go-to game. I would play other games in between, but I really enjoyed playing Ark. That was my base game, you can say. I even got my sister and her boyfriend to start playing it as well, but they didn't really get hooked on it like I did, which is a shame. But I think the main reason they didn't really get into it is because we were struggling in playing a game together. Because it kept on crashing and it was really just a pain in the neck. But hopefully, with all the recent updates, it will be really a great game again. I'll get hooked on it again. I really hope so. Because I really enjoyed it so far. Up until now. Just trying to get under these trees for a bit of shade. Ah, he spotted me. And he's still at 71 yards. Can't use a call now because that one will flee. I have to stay still for a while. Stay still for a while. Let's check this one. 64 yards. As soon as that one starts eating or drinking again, use a call. Sounds like this one is basically walking on top of us. How far are you? 23 yards. You're going down, boy. Just as I was pulling the, basically pulling the trigger, pushing the trigger, I thought, hopefully I missed that boulder.
Double lung shot. Excellent shot placement. It won't go far.
Okay, we are at 19 minutes now. So this will be the end of this video. If this one is... Yeah, I completed the accomplishment. So this will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.